The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Lights 59. Come on.
Yo, faster. Let's go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
You ready?
I'm here all day.
Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now a give running right. It's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Let's go.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Warner from the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 8, read.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Even. 4th down. Even. 25.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Chance.
Yep.
I got it.
Gone.
Watch the twist.
Get it.
They'll try the left side with Okoye. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
57 seconds, run.
X3. 218, chopper.
Big edge.
Fire.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Ready up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Blue draw Corkers.
Check.
Leo. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Come on. Kill.
Go.
Hey, turn it up. Hey, 58 is the money.
On 4th down, ball. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Brings up 3rd down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
59.
Hey, high 7.
Check, 59. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Kill.
Protein spill.
Mike's 59. Watch QB drop.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. If the first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Watch twist.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Looking to throw. Ball. That one complete to Okoye. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Check 31.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 52.
X3, 218, chop. Go. Look at me, zipper.
Go now.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
They're going to try and throw. He's got Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Warner. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Sick guy. Check, sick guy. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Out, 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 out. Check, 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 check.
There. Fight.
A play fake. Now Warner. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 24. Check 24. Or twist.
Now.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He sets to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pull it high.
Check 99. Check 99.
They run again with Okoye. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
At the 46-yard line.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 90 Wolf, 61 Matchbox Lights.
Coming after you.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
You got
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
check nickel. Jam. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Tight dog.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Jet bomber. 5.
50 seconds, run. Ready?
Hard.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
5.
4th down. Ball. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check 43. Safe.
Snap.
Running right. Here's Okoye. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Go now. 50. Plant.
I'm coming.
Roll out.
I'm coming. Hatchet.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. SOS.
X3. 218. Chop.
Oh, you got D?
Lead grip.
Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check. 59. Watch your slant.
Warner. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
2nd and 4. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. 69 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, ball, and it's caught. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
166, bullet high. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Warner. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
61, matchbox lights.
37. Check 37.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch out. Switch. Sponge. No. Watch the shit.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the shit. Watch safety creeping.
On 4th down, Warner. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in. Check safety.
Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. Pushes him over. Again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Yards. as his guys continue to pour it off. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Warner. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. The 42. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Warner. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, Warner. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Warner. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Warner going up top. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Jaguars on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. Shoot.
Here's Warner. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On fourth down, Warner. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Play action. It's Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Warner to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Warner under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. There goes Green. 20. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for San Francisco, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.